All right, thank you for joining. Today I wanted to go over SUI USDT on the Bybit chart. So really quick, as you can see, we had this expanding cone, right? Expanding ascending cone, which clearly was lost, right? Support was clearly lost after it was tested 4 major times. This is the daily time frame we're looking at. And now we sold off pretty massively along with the rest of the market. So what I want to talk to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, today about is the next area of interest when it comes to a long setup. As you can see, things are looking very bearish. But with that being said, all we can do is just look for the next best entry to enter into a long or a short trade, right? In my opinion, you pretty much missed the short trade. You shouldn't really be looking for any more shorts unless we start trading below these lows right here, right? You start trading below these lows, right, somewhere around here, then I would be looking for a short trade, right, taking it down to this demand zone down there. So one thing to keep in mind when looking at this chart is that we have pretty much traded through a lot of these key support zones, right? So we blasted through here, blasted through this level, traded through this level. And the next best area where there will be a ton of liquidity will be right below these lows, right? So right in that area. Now, the reason is you can see, imagine that you missed this initial move to the upside. You had a little bit of a consolidation, about 3 days. Then you get another bullish push up. You missed that as well. Now you finally get a retracement, back testing this level right here, right? So remember, this is a resistance, now flip to support. So you finally get this back test of support. You see a little bullish hammer candle, so you decide to go long. And where would you place your stops? You place your stops below this little pivot low. You get the move up, price comes back down, your stop never gets touched. You see another bullish daily close followed by a hammer candle and a third candle after that on the daily, breaks through both previous highs, closing very bullish, so you go long. If you manage your risk properly, you probably end up setting another stop below this low. So ton of liquidity being built up below these lows, right? Price moves up, more liquidity, finally tops out right now at about $2.33. So with that being said, with this massive sell-off, obviously price is going to find the most liquidity, right? And liquidity is sitting below these pivots. So keep in mind, liquidity is being built around here. It's being built down here. It's being built down here. And what happened? Price came down, took out this liquidity. Took out this liquidity too as well. And took out this liquidity. So if it's not enough liquidity, it's going to try to find some more. And the remaining liquidity, let's see here, sits right below this low. So in my opinion, this will be the area that price will tap one more time. It's going to test this level. It's the last strong support, right? It's because you have a little daily pivot. I mean, yeah, it is daily. If you go down to the lower time frames, let's just say the 4 hour, you'll see it a little bit more clear. It's the last major support is this area, right? Before things get extremely bearish, and if this level is lost, then I would be targeting $1. So with that being said, I would be expecting a bounce to come in right at around $1.60, right? So we got that initial bounce, price is selling off. Maybe we back test this daily level one more time before continuing higher. You know, it's not guaranteed you get down there because we did get very close. Maybe we come down, test this level one more time before then moving higher. But in my opinion, before we move higher, it would be nice for price to come down, take the liquidity that's been building at these levels, quick little wick, come up and move higher, right? So in my opinion, that's going to be the next level that I would be looking to go long. Right, so I actually placed that there before, this little long entry. So we'll see how that plays out. And then keep in mind too as well, while price is going down, it's building liquidity on the way down too as well. So that's why I went ahead and drew these boxes earlier, because this will be a liquidity zone at the highest. The next liquidity zone will be right here. As you can see, price tried to go up, got stopped, stop, 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 stop. This is almost a week's worth of just rejection before continuation to the downside. Same thing happened here, 3 days worth of price action. So there will be liquidity being built up at these highs. So once we do take out the liquidity of these lows, then the next area with the most liquidity will be these areas next, right? So that's where price will be targeting. Get a little bit of a reaction, push higher, more of a reaction, push higher, before being off to the races one more time, right? Now, like I said, if we do lose this level, I will for sure be targeting the $1 zone. As you can see, resistance, resistance, flipped into support, price impulsed higher, right? So we lose this $1.50, we're going to fall pretty quick, I believe. And if we lose this $1 range, then the next area of support comes in at around 75 cents. And of course, if that area is lost, then now we're looking at the quarterly open, which was around 46 to 47 cents, right? So keep in mind, this is a very bearish chart at the moment, but we already got a massive sell-off, so I would be expecting a very nice bounce in the upcoming days, not really over the weekend because it is low volume, but anything can happen. But once these levels are tested, the $1.50 range, then I would be looking for a long for sure. But you want to start switching a little bit more bullish around the $1.60 where we got close to. But if price just keeps on selling off, yeah, the next area for us to test will be this area. Doesn't have to, but it can definitely happen. Or at least a back test of this daily, right? Managing your risk, but coming down to these levels, taking out all of these lows would be quite nice before a continuation to the upside. So that's pretty much it with SUI. A few high time frame levels have been marked. I could actually switch this to weekly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Remember, I do have an X account too as well, where I post updates. Quick little update on SUI 2 as well. I just posted. This was the monthly chart. As you can see, very, very bearish engulfing candle. So this leads me to believe we might even come all the way down and test this pivot high, right? It's almost like a monthly fair value gap in a way, right? So if we go to, let me go ahead and turn all of these off. Probably keep this on. Actually, I'll just make a new line really quick. All right, so as you can see, with this monthly, very bearish engulfing, not engulfing, sorry, but very bearish candle, just shows a very strong rejection. You know how fair value gaps work. If we get a close, then you're looking, if we get a monthly close like this, I will be very shocked if we don't come back down and test this level. And where is that? Right around $1.12. And if we go to the daily, where does the $1.12 leave us? Right around, yep, right around there, right around about that high, which I believe is what I did put in before. Let's see here. Yeah, so see, it's a little bit higher. But yes, in reality, this is also a pretty big support too as well. So if I was to clone this, move this to here, as you can see, resistance, 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 resistance once again, right? Pretty much tapped it right there. So we can move that down a little bit more. Yeah, so right there, look at that. So this would be, yeah, so this is actually the next best area to enter a long trade or look for a long trade. If we lose the $1.50 range, the $1.12 to 15 cent is for sure going to be a demand zone, because that's resistance, supply, resistance, supply, resistance. I got rejected 3 times, price came up, rejected a 4th time, rejected a 5th time, and 3 days later, enough bulls came in to push price right through. So in my opinion, this would be the area to look for a long. If that fails, then right below it would be next in line, right? So just keep that in mind. And that's pretty much it with SUI. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below with which project you'd like to see me chart next. All right. And thank you for watching once again. Take care.